Hello everyone, in this video I'll be explaining on the introduction of immunity, lymphoid organs and tissues. Coming first to the immunity. Immunity is defined as the resistance offered by the host against the damage caused by microorganisms and their products. And this immunity is broadly classified into two types, which are innate immunity and acquired immunity. Innate immunity means it is the immunity that is or the resistance offered by the host against infection caused by the microorganisms present from birth, which is due to genetic or constitutional makeup of the host. And this immunity is also called as non-specific or natural or native immunity. Next is acquired immunity, which is also called as specific immunity or adaptive immunity. It is the immunity or resistance acquired by an individual during life. And this acquired immunity is broadly classified into active immunity and passive immunity, where active immunity is the resistance acquired in an individual against an infection after the contact with an antigen, while passive immunity is defined as the resistance achieved by the introduction of preformed antibodies. Innate immunity is broadly classified into three types, that is, species immunity, racial immunity, and individual immunity. Species immunity is the resistance against infection which is present in the members of species. Example, frogs are resistant to anthrax at 20 to 25 degrees Celsius but susceptible at 35 degrees Celsius. Next is racial immunity, which is the resistance against infection present in different races within the same species. Example, American black are more susceptible to TB than the white. Next is individual immunity, the resistance present in different individuals. Example, homozygous twins have identical resistance of susceptibility to infection, which is not seen in heterozygous twins. Next, coming to the lymphoid organs and tissues. Here, what are lymphatic system? Lymphatic system actually consists of three parts: a network of lymphatic vessels. Second, the fluid contained in those vessels, and the lymph node that cleanses the lymph as it passes through them. As the lymph node also form part of the lymphoid organs and tissues, the structures and function of the lymphatic system overlap with those of the lymphoid organs and tissues. In addition to lymph node, the lymphoid organs and tissues include the spleen, thymus, tonsils, and other lymphoid tissues scattered throughout the body. The lymphoid organs house phagocytic cells and lymphocytes, which play essential role in the body's defense mechanism and its resistance to disease. Together, the lymphatic system and the lymphoid organs and tissues provide the structural basis of the system. Next is lymphoid cells are infectious microorganisms that manage to penetrate the body's epithelial barriers, quickly proliferate in the underlying loose connective tissues. These invaders are fought off by the inflammatory response by phagocytes, example, macrophages and neutrophils, and by lymphocytes. Lymphocytes, the main wearer in the immune system, arise in bone marrow along with other forms element. They then mature into one of the two main varieties of immune competent cells, T cells, T lymphocytes or B cells, B lymphocytes that protects the body against antigen. Antigen are anything that the body perceives as foreign, such as bacteria or the toxins, virus, mismatched RBCs, or cancer cells. Activated T cells manage the immune response, and some of them directly attack and destroy infected cells. B cells protect the body by producing plasma cells, daughter cells that secretes antibodies into the body or other body fluids. Antibodies mark antigens for destruction of phagocytes and or other means. The precise role of the lymphocytes in immunity are explored, and then the lymphoid macrophages play a crucial role in body protection and in the immune response by phagocytizing foreign substances and by helping to activate T cells. So, to do the spinning loop dendritic cells that capture antigens and bring them back to the lymph node. Last but not the least are the reticular cells, fibroblast-like cells that produce the reticular fiber stroma, which is the network that supports the other cell types in the lymphoid organs and tissues. The lymphatic tissues is an important component of the immune system, mainly because it house and provide a proliferation site for lymphocytes and furnishes an ideal surveillance vantage point for lymphocytes and macrophages.